Alright. It is time to resume with the episode. So, Qeynos, Arts, and Spaceships. So we showed a little bit of the laser that Frigo Porco did. There's actually a couple other places that I kind of wanted to check out. Somewhere that I haven't been in a little bit. Oh, I can't find Zek's claim. EI? No. Oh, well. Let me try a marketplace close. Alright. Who? Huh? My audio channels are open. Oh, well. Could be dorkish. Oh well. Hey, baby Ken, were you working on something? You've been working on something, haven't you? Let's see your place, dorkish. $9.13. $9.13. Venture outwash. I'd imagine they're both in the same place. Hey, Bull 7. Hey, hey, hey. Pie Wing, how are you doing? Good to see you. Don't take this the wrong way. This totally seems like the sort of build that D-Man that Clarity would build. I like it. You've got a little of each material. And that's basically what the walkway is. I'm sorry, getting into the cloths and some of the brick. You know, this is actually a really, it's a really smart idea. I haven't seen anybody do something in this way, and it's kind of a nice way to tour the materials in a, in an interactive way. Guys, I used to use the material tester. I should probably make one of those again. stone, obsidian, gemstone, diamond. Diamond is extra sparkly. The different moonstone materials, which are lovely. The bright lumicites. The bright lumicites and some of the dims, not all of them it looks like. Glass. Getting into the metals here. Yeah. Yeah, I know Dorkish. The rubicite. And the woods. It's a really cool way to check out all the materials. I have no problem running through all of it and then going back through and checking out the rest of the place. I like it. Yeah, then we're starting to get some of the prop emitters. Hey you, turn on. I like that some of them do have sound to them as well. Man, this thing goes forever. That's awesome. How many claims tall is this damn thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 tall. Why don't I go to the top and we'll work our way down? Yeah, Firefly. It is quite tall. You can't build any higher. Nice. Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. So then, yeah, you stick a tree out the top. That is definitely what you do when you're already at the top. So, I really like the look of that there. The spotlight shining in. Got some of these fancy emitters here. Gives it the look of a floaty pyramid. We've got the new grates here. Ooh, I like that. The grate interspersed with the material just to get the larger grid lines and not the smaller work. That is an awesome way to make a hex pattern that is basically able to be used anywhere. You can use that on a slope and it'll look perfect. That's really, really nice right there. D-Man, you still around? Clarity? This is the sort of thing that I'm sure you would love to mess with. Could even use something like this to make like a geodesic turtle shell or something. Oh man. Ah, the glitchnar. Hey, that's supposed to kill the glitchnar. There you go. Trying to fix it. Oh. Yeah, this is what I was saying. Firefly Whisper, those are LOD voxels artifacting when the LOD is, representing a small area or a large area with the smaller stuff. If any one of those vectors gets, thrown way out, it's just going to cause these giant spikes across the screen. It's been around since alpha. There's times when it's been better, times when it's been worse. It was pretty good for a while, but I'm starting to see them again. There's a hell of a voxel board right there. You got a lot of stuff you can do with that. D-Man, just run the installer. Just get the installer and run it again. We've got props. We've got all sorts of curtains, barrels, and flowers, and the cushions, and the clothy things. And yeah, fireplace cover. This is I was seeing being used for a lot of stuff a little while back. There's older sci-fi props. These lovely segments that we got for the Halloween stuff, and people probably don't get into them as much, but honestly, I could see a lot being useful from these, especially right here, just scaling these up and turning them over. You could do really awesome stuff with them, like a tapered base. More holiday stuff. Couches. Interior decor. Plastic tree. You got your little Xmas tree here, I see. Dorkish, you're one of those people that doesn't clean up after Christmas. You just leave your crap up, don't you? Admit it. Don't give me none of that Christmas land business. From above, this actually looked more like a board game of some sort. When you get down here, you see, nope, it's just more Christmas. More Christmassy stuff. Nice little hangout space. Just a concept build. This is going to be rebuilt. Gotcha. This was some of the stuff I was seeing that I really liked. I did some similar stuff in the Combat Daily Arena where I embedded some materials. It was actually lumicite, but metal probably works better into the glass. And actually, if you embed it in 3 thick glass, just a 1 thick metal inside of it, it looks fantastic, and it's got a little bit of that like variance, that refraction that gives it a really nice look. But whether you do it that way or you do it this way, I like it. It looks great. And of course the shadows and those cool kind of effects because you got the smoke there. A little bit of all the plants placed around. That's nice. The tree looks like it's smoking. I like how the smoke gets some really nice weird lines coming through it. The Karen decor and props around here. Some magically floating lights. Now, here's another segment. I saw this from below and really like this. This reminds me of something that would go in a like an art college or a the playroom area of some sort of a gym or facility where adults would be doing their other things somewhere else and stick their kids there. And again, got the trees and the props around. Is that just a giant scaled up root? 60s Art Deco build, yes. Oh man, Art Deco people from the 60s would have loved this game as a place to template and design things. This game is like built for Art Deco. Why do I still have my staff out? A little of this and that. A little kind of deserty spot here. Then again, got some of that kind of breaking up of materials. And it looks really nice. I like it. The desert one's the most complete. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. I like the upside down tree there too. I'm guessing that was for the roots to poke out the other side. Oh man. Which is just your crafting area. So it's a nice little spot here. You can see a little bit of everything. That was a 70s Art Deco floor. Oh, oh, oh. Marioto, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. What is good with you? There we go. Dorkish Floating Gardens. Piewing at 6 total claims. It just goes straight up. Till they add colored glass. Gotcha, Dorkish. So you're not gonna play with the lights to color your glass yourself. That's what we got for now. Okay. So, let's see what people are working on for Valentine's Day builds. There's only 2 that I can find unless somebody knows of some other ones. Now for me, Valentine's Day is always just kind of this weird, silly thing that I don't know. I'm not gonna give you all of my thoughts on this subject, but I will say it's not really something that meant too much to me because that was also my Papa's birthday, and since he's no longer around, we use Valentine's Day to celebrate his life, which is generally done in the form of eating foods that he would normally eat. His favorite pastrami sandwiches, his favorite grimy, fast Chinese food. Making the toast on the sourdough bread with the garlic and onion powder and butter and slathering it on and throwing it in the toaster oven, that sort of stuff. So the whole concept of Valentine's Day being this lovey-dovey sort of thing, it never applied to me to begin with, and it applies even less now. No, baby cannon. None at all. We got some decently strong stomachs for that sort of stuff. Starter templates, some microvoxel stuff on the different levels when the game goes live. Gotcha. Man. Within the next 2 weeks, we're going to get the announcement for when open beta is going to be. I almost think I'm going to play less until open beta and then start really, really playing a hell of a lot. It's just... until we can keep everything, until everything is keeps full reals, I'm like, you know, it's cool. You know, when we had been told initially that we'd been able to, you know, keep all of our stuff all the way through from closed beta to live, I was like, well, that's totally awesome. And then a couple weeks later, they said, you know, actually, we realized that's not a good idea. And I was like, you know, that's cool. I'm still probably going to collect up a lot of stuff anyway. Max and Max, we're going to get the announcement for the date in the next 2 weeks. It's not going to be in the next 2 weeks. Simply, that's when we're going to know about it. With the horsies. And the owlsies. Oh, that's cute. What the hell? Ica. There's that one. Yeah. That's cute. Box, relocate, place at the drop-off area. April 1st would be the best. If they did April 1st for the wipe day, I would love that so much. I know it would suck for a lot of folks, but honestly, I have a feeling there aren't going to be that many trailblazers, you know, clamoring at the doors when it opens up. Ogre's not sure. We'll see what the Kautar's up to these days. I know you gave it a little oil spill action. So we got all sorts of little barnyard animals in here. A little saloon. Buy yourself a drinky. Little of everything. It's a little penguins and such. Got the lion. Bats. Spidey. Elephant. Rocking horse. Yeah, new islands. All the islands are going to have new names to them, so you're not going to be able to go back to the your old home stage. You're going to have to find new places to hang out. And I'm fine with that. Max and Max, yeah. People can still upgrade their way to a Trailblazer if they want to. If you want to get your name in the credits and you want to get in that super early access, I just don't imagine there's going to be a lot. I mean, the amount of Trailblazers that are still playing the game, I really don't know. Everybody who was in the Insiders program got a couple Trailblazer packs to give away. I wonder how many of them actually ate one themselves if they weren't already a Trailblazer. So, you know, it's going to be an interesting sort of thing. Nice little furniture storage here. Yeah, it is nice stairs, nice and colorful. They're not very well reinforced, but let's just say they're magical. That's a really nice fireplace. I like it. You know, a little old school, but very nice. What? What? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What? No fucking way. That is so detailed. I mean, you look at this and it's like, yeah, you know, it's patchwork, it's cool and all. I like the look of it. Man, that's so nice. That spider there, that's really, really nice too. These are some really damn good voxel paintings. I wish I knew who did them. That's pretty nice too. Even that goes well with the sword glass that we have. Okay, so it's a spider with a really long body. It almost looks like some sort of weird spider ant. I like this. Sword and shield heroically posing. Draco's Gulf. Oh, hey there. You are a voxel painter. That is fantastic. And welcome. like that. I like that stuff a lot. That's really, really nice. Bows. Probably shouldn't leave all these bottles out on the floor like this. We got ourselves some ladders. Does this one, yeah. Nice little kitchens. You know, this could either be part of a kitchen or some sort of fancy cubicle or desk. Nice grill there. Smokes. Maybe a little more dangerous than Legos, yeah. Yeah, Dorkish. I'm sure there'd be some amazing stuff people would be able to pull off with that. But none of this appears to be blending over here. This is all just really gnarly voxels. Like, just chunky, well-designed use of them to make really awesome shapes. Could be repainted in any material. Oh, the bottles? Yeah. Nice little kitchen-y things here. I like these dividers here quite a bit. Like the little extra diamonds on them. Various different dividers. They're nice. Ah, that one isn't giving you much privacy. Bed frames, bed stuff, bed things, bed parts. Ooh, just gotta throw a mattress on that. Oh, that's pretty good. True Dorkish. So all this place is labeled as a Valentine's Day place. It looks like it's a little bit of everything place more. That's really cool. I like those as some sort of curtains or something. That's really nice. Nice variety of weapons here. Voxel blades. There's nice big swords. I like it. Valentine's Day shopping network. Yeah, I guess so. Got some washing and drying machines here. Top loading. I hate top loading washers. But I do like front loading dryers quite a bit. Couple toilets. Oh, that's nifty. That's a computer tower there. I like it. Little monitor. Let's go up another floor. Got some bridges and some archways here. That's quite lovely. Ooh, I like that. Furniture gallery. Indeed, there are some stairs back there. We have some windows. Oh, I like that window. I like the parallaxing as you go by there, with the two of them stacked together like that. Mushroom-shaped windows. Yep, I recognize those. Some... I bet it's from the Karen era, that latticing. Some more lattice work, very nice. It's almost more, yeah, those are really, really well, nice and tiny and tight knit there. Looks like a closable window. And the burial section. You know, for dead people. If that's the, and for killing and stuff. We got the rack here. You can effectively dislocate everything. You can, some sort of rack chair thing, I guess, or maybe it's some sort of a spiky vise. We've got an Iron Maiden here, though. I don't know, it doesn't look spiky enough to me. And then we just good old-fashioned hanging cage. There you go. Quite romantic. I like it. Some are aquariums, some are terrariums. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, and over here. Some of the more of the fencing and lattice. Oh, wow. That's fancy with them ziggy zags. Ha, dorkish. Wine racks. Yeah, there you go. It's a little potted planters. Little water heater or furnace or something. Just big old ogre jugs. Various different columns. Oh, I guess this is all from Lila. Nice. I like this here. That looks like some sort of a slide at a kids park or something. And not reinforced from below. That is a nice little gazebo sort of thing. Some pools. Well, not pools, but spas. And a well. Another little one of these. Ah, it's not reinforced from the inside. That's really nice. Nice little wall segment there. The potted plants in your place are drunk. Yeah, maybe a little. Got ourselves a nice little rowboat here. Very nice. Romantic. Got one person working the paddles. Looks like this is a rudder or something that you can drop down. No, I don't even know what that one's for. Maybe for a lantern. Frozen fountain. Very cool. Ah, it's a really nice curtain there. I like it. Oh, somebody made a custom wood log tunnel sort of. It's like they started making like a hobbit house or something in a tree and then realized, you know what? It's not going to be wide enough. Let's just make it a hobbit prison. Or something that interfaces with a modular segment like this. I could see that being used. Large tree chunks basically being used as the segments of a house of some sort of a naturey sort of critter. Dorkish. Yeah, you seal them in there, and then you cook all sorts of food on the outside, and only give them the least appealing parts. These lamps are pretty nice. Nice little chandelier. Yeah. It's quite lovely. Some old school, these are some of the Karen style ones, if I remember correctly. I like that. Just some star-shaped voxel sorts of things hanging down. It's quite nice. Various different dangly hangy things. Look like some bar stools. No. These almost do look like some sort of a bar stool or like a mushroom, but no, they're lamps. More lamps. Nice little support columns here. Very nice. I like that. It's a really nice design. A little standing furnace sort of thing. Some just different ornate detailed sections of wood, columns, and other decor. Ooh, that one's really nice. I like that a lot. This is like straight up Dark Elf nightclub right here. All right. Let's keep on going up. Looking through this lovely place. This is towards the top here. Yep. That's really cool too. And it's set in ice to give it a little extra depth. Awesome. Well done. I was on the overmap. That looks really, really cool. The various little critters and things and stuff on it. It's quite nice. So we got about 50 minutes left here for content and creations, and then we'll be moving on to the Evercast show. A little golden Buddha sort of thing here, I guess. With gigantic ears. That's funny, Dorkish. I've never heard that before. Oh, I like the cloth. Could have used that a little bit in the Karen build I was doing. Ah, dragon head. I like it. With the teeth and the look of it, it kind of looks like it sounds like, "Hey guys, I'm the big dragon." Nah, that's enough out of me. It's very nice, very what would I say, like East Asian sort of style. I want to say Japanese. I know a lot of the cultures kind of blended a little bit of their styles over the years, but I like it a lot. It's really, really nice. Ooh, some angled plank ramps. Don't mind if I do. Some flat planks, so that's some Karen stuff there. We got some bridges here. It's a nice little pattern there. It looks like it belongs in an office building, though, not in anybody's residence. These shingles here, or not shingles, wind chimes are pretty nice. This little windows here, kind of like the shoji walls going on. Some sort of cool looking symbol. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured, Dorkish. That's why I figured that was the first time I heard it. I mean, I always thought IKEA was pronounced crap we sell to Americans. In yeah, nice little flowing little fountainy looking thing there. Roof with the upturned corners, which will eventually have a purpose, but that's not us yet. That's not the Qeynos build, and it was not the Karen build. Lumicite bamboo. I really like this. Definitely looks like bamboo to me. Like that's really impressive. That is damn good stuff right there. Daddy-o, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. What's good with you? Have you been messing around building a landmark for the Qeynos stuff or any of the other stuff recently? All right, good stuff there. Good stuff. And then we've got this nice little battle axe here. Fancy, it's got the gold on it. I like this apple this giant apple that's been eaten here. Very nice. Piss off an H1Z1. Oh man, that can happen. Very nice Egyptian sorts of things going. Very cool. Oh yeah, Daddy-o, definitely. They can just put down a furnace anywhere and use that as a jumping stone. Ooh, I like this. This is kind of neat. This looks like it could be a bouncy ball, like a giant rubber bouncy ball with this sort of pattern. That'd be pretty cool, actually. I would play with that on my claim. Kick it around, shoot some hoops, etc. Yeah, like a marble, exactly. From a distance, the refraction looks really, really cool, too. That's awesome. Super cool. Movie Running Man. Maybe, Dranthos. Maybe. You might be right about that. Serial, how you doing? Did you finally wake up? Yeah, that'll happen. Usually I would expect an entire bottle of any sort of gin, especially a whole 1.75 liter, is probably going to give you a hangover. I personally have not consumed that much in one sitting, so I don't actually have that much experience, but yeah, you guys get nutty. Oh, that's a giant salad mixer. That's awesome. I don't believe this was actually the claim, though. $13.81. So I'm at 16. So I believe I need to go this way to locate their Valentine's Day build. Oh yes, I can see the little hearts and everything floating around. Very good, very good, very good, very good. Does anybody else have a Valentine's build of any sort that they're working on, by the way? Valentine's or Qeynos or sci-fi or anything? You know, I'm not too picky about it. Oh, that's cute. All sorts of various heart balloons coming off of it, and hearts everywhere. You know, it actually reminds me of something you'd see in the game Kingdom Hearts. I like it. This perfectly circular moat going around. Not moat, it's just a little stream. Even the trees are heart-shaped. That's nice. Looks like a 3D Valentine's greeting card. Yeah, basically. Let me close the source of that sound effect. So we've got... Let's see. Look at this fella. He's wearing a tie just a plain white shirt with a, or maybe it's like a button-up shirt or something, long sleeves. Collar goes up pretty high. He's got a tie on. He's wearing some jeans. Okay, he's got a tie and he's wearing blue jeans. That's anyway. He's got his, some nice shoes on. His hair is nice and well combed for the event. He's bringing some chocolates and he's bringing some flowers. Heading into the love suite here. Fancy poofy ties. I didn't want to say it, but it's a certain type of folks to go with that combination. So nice. Got the dining. Got the flower vase here. We've got little happy little butterflies just floating about everywhere, even on the inside a little bit. But if you don't mind bugs, it's quite romantic actually. But if you do mind bugs, then it's you're like, oh, what the hell? Why am I eating around these bugs? So both ramps lead up, both staircases rather lead up to the master bed here. Now the bed itself is not heart-shaped, though the frame for it is. A heart-shaped bed, that's some Zap Brannigan business going right there. Velour. But no, this is quite nice. This looks very comfy and cozy. We've got, I like the giant candle here with the it kind of looks like, it is the coil of rope, but I would imagine that could be some sort of other treated material to not have it burn when it gets down that low. And of course it is a giant, that thing is going to burn for a while. It's almost like one of those wedding candles where you burn an inch of it every year or something for the anniversaries. Right. And we got Prettiest Princess up here, holding a balloon. She's wearing it's like some sort of a mini skirt or something. Very poofy dress with a very mini skirt to it. Alright, and I like the use of the material here, these kind of larger blocks to help break up the stonework. That's a nice detail. And the fact that this stone is being used for some of the other detail and trim stuff, quite nice. So let's head back on down. I would say a little trim or something to frame the area here would make this transition a little nicer. And then the other thing is this sort of material you should probably never use for roofs or horizontal expanses. It just doesn't quite work. The walls are barely thick enough for this sort of brick to actually be viable, because you wouldn't want to have large chunks of brick like this oriented that way. Having large flat pieces, that's fine. Tall, narrow pieces, it's a little on the wobblier side. Dorkish. I'm gonna zoom into first person. We're gonna go up the spiral staircase. It's a very tight spiral staircase. There's no windows or anything, so it is what I would describe as claustrophobic. It is very, very tight and constricting in there. And then you get up to the love window here, or whatever. You can see out in the distance. Very nice. I like the use of the alternating red and white. Definitely a nice touch. It reminds me of a business stay place that we stayed at in San Diego, where the hotel was like on the 6th floor, so we had to go up this like 6th floor spiral of death where you can't really tell what floor you're on or how far up you are. And I'm sure it was the same way. It was the same way actually going back down. Real windy and twisty. Yeah. That's really nice. Very nice work here. Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, even like the little candles and stuff they put on the V, and ivy on the lattice there, and little rope on the D there. That's nice. Very well done. I don't know. It's not, I'm trying to say is that it's not a house, it's not a castle, it's not a fort. I don't know what kind of structure it is. Let's see. Open. Manor? No, it wouldn't be a manor. Love Shack? Love Shack. Okay. There we go. Not a nice little build. There aren't many contenders. If you want to get in on the Valentine's Day stuff, it looks like it's a pretty easy sort of thing to get after. Though I don't know that it's official contest so much as just something where they'll feature if you make something, and you know that's that. Baby cannon. There aren't any doors actually. I know you're not referencing the build, but okay, we've got 30 more minutes. Let's see what else we can find. Craftworks Manor is getting a Valentine's Day pass. That'll definitely be worth looking at. I guess this would be the one. Ogre Snot, did you actually put the label on the Kautar? Gotcha, baby cannon. Finished that. Okay. So I guess I'm just going to bring it up one more time. If anybody does not know, Sony Online Entertainment was bought by Columbus Nova Investment Company and is now Daybreak Game Company LLC, which they have stated is an independent game company that is privately funded. Now don't call them indie. That is not the right term here. But they are independent. They are no longer part of the Sony Corporation. I've been talking about it all week, and I can give all sorts of insight and what I know about it. But I'd rather actually bring you folks over to the Evercast show in 30 minutes when we do wrap up, where we will have some more perspectives from them on it. And that, if that's not enough, live feature review, I should say, is no longer a rant. Dead feature rant, though, and Theory Forge. We talked about it all quite a bit. So unfortunately, I can't hide the areas, but as you can see, it's a lovely place that's got a lot of stuff going with it. Man, if I could hide all of these freaking areas. Don't need to see them all. But my goodness, this place is gigantic. Yeah, that's true. Serial and Kremchek were also just talking about it yesterday on News and More Booze. Nice. I like the look of this ship here. Alright, Craftworks Manor, you officially have too much stuff going on. That's really nice. I like that. Ah, I see these are being used upside down for the lamps. That's really, or for the posts there. That's super cool. Is that what's turning on and off as I go? It is. Oh, I see. So they're dual function. It's not only what the ropes are going through and across, but it's also lighting up the floor there as you walk by. That's really, really awesome. We got this badass boat here. It's pretty nifty. Couple of them. Blue floors on a ship's deck. Yeah. I mean, it does look pretty cool. Syria. Fazicus, see you next time. Hey, Fazicus, let me know if you've got something to check out next time. I'd definitely love to come by for a visit. All access passes and station cache and everything should remain as it is, so there should be no changes to that whatsoever. Daybreak will create deadlines. Who says that's a good thing? They set the deadline with alpha, and it meant that they had to go into closed beta after an arbitrary period of time rather than when they were actually ready. Yeah. Ooh, that's very nice. Eventually, Max and Max eventually will be able to make everything work and do awesome stuff with it. That's the sort of stuff that Dave Georgeson is particularly excited about in the future. Ooh, I like the look of this. Extending the work table a little bit. That's smart. Is that like a scale or something? Jeez, it just, with all the linking and triggering stuff, it's kind of chunky getting through the place. The lights turning on and off is a really nice touch. If the game wasn't already so bright, it'd be a lot easier to see. But unfortunately, since it's daytime and light kind of bleeds through everywhere, it's some of that detail is getting lost a little bit, unfortunately. We got the TV. Nifty. Privacy curtain. Nice little corner plates. Though this is the one that does have the nice view of the slope there. The slide over terrain. Yeah. Just kind of get into this little garden area a bit. It's quite lovely. Seeing everybody's rooms. I think there's some more on the first floor that we haven't looked at. Little rec room in here. Get a little bit of a drink on. Play some pool. Good use of the green material there. Yeah, Desert Fox. Well, this place, we toured it maybe a couple of weeks ago, maybe as much as a month ago, and it was already amazing then. So, you know, it's just getting better and better. The lights turn on when you get in the hot tub. That's nice. Very nice. That's not a bad idea, Zepsu. I actually might do that. I don't think they're getting rid of the all access program whatsoever. Keep in mind, it's the same. It's everything SOE was doing, all the initiatives that they were set up to do and wanted to do, that they maybe didn't do as soon as they wanted to because resistance from Sony Corporation. They're still doing all of those things. They're not getting rid of systems. They're not gutting things. If anything, they're going to enhance upon it. Station Cache might get a name change, but it might also get a functionality change where it's not just for SOE games or former SOE games, but it might be a currency that becomes available for other games. Nexon did that with their Karma Coin, which was the most hilarious name and appearance for a virtual currency that I think I've ever seen. What the hell just happened there? I don't even know where I am. Some more rec room stuff here, more hangout stuff. Some trophies up there, that's nice. Man, that really distracted me getting, I guess, teleported through a wall or something. Arcade consoles, very nice. It's just hard to see through all the areas. But anyway, yeah, they're gonna be continuing to do everything. So the karma coins were a silly sort of thing, but what Nexon ended up doing with them is they basically set it up that other game companies who were willing to could participate and have their games be purchased, or not purchased, but have the in-game purchases made using their currency rather than having to make up their own currency. So little indie companies that wanted to, you know, they aren't having their games published by that other company, but they're having the currency done through them. So I could see the same sort of thing going on with the you know, the new phase of what Station Cash is going to become. No confirmation that anything of the sort is even remotely been discussed, but if we're talking about what's possible, anything's possible, and that's definitely one such thing that could be done. I see, so this one's more of a walk-in sauna. Nice. Max and Max, I don't think they would want to. The only game where there'd be any consideration with that anyway, I think, is DCUO. I don't think... If they put Landmark and EverQuest Next on the consoles, maybe them, maybe. I just don't, we're talking, like, next generation of consoles in a few years. Maybe those will be able to run Landmark and EverQuest Next. This current generation, not a chance. No way. No way. Granted, it's a couple years old, but this is a $2,500 machine. You know, it's even having this much challenge running the game. The console just be obliterated. And while you're in the bathroom, here's your reading material. And if someone opens it while you're on the can, you've got that privacy. Someone will walk in and be like, "Hey, anybody in here?" And then they close it, and you're sitting on there. It's like, "Yes, I've been here." Ha. And then they got the awkward moment of having to open the lever back up. I don't know if that's very romantic. I know there's Valentine's Day on the build here somewhere. Oh, I really like this underneath here. That looks quite nice. That kind of looks like that that spaceship gate looking thing in the EverQuest, the old EverQuest pictures. Yeah, Star Wars Galaxies is never going to happen again. If they totally changed all of the models and all of the names of anything Lucas Disney branded, then yeah, maybe they could. I don't think they would. I think they would do something else using more of the tools and technology they have. I mean, take the idea and a lot of the systems of Star Wars Galaxies, but build it in Landmark and make a sci-fi MMO out of it. I'm all about that. Kaituni, you don't know what you're talking about. You absolutely are talking out of your butt right now. The last 4 games that SOE closed were not their IPs. They were not their properties. The ones that were not performing well. Free Realms, that is their property. It was doing poorly. It was doing very poorly. Landmark was on the way to replace it anyway, so it was already set to go. Clone Wars, not their game. Vanguard, I mean, they had bought it, but it was initially not their IP, so there's still some limitations they had with it. And the fact that they kept it running for so long, they did as a favor to the players. They had said, yeah, it was way beyond market viability for a long time, so we really should have shut it down sooner, but we didn't because we wanted to be nice about it. Wizardry just did not work for this market. But they didn't, arbitrarily shut them down. There was definitely good reason for each one. Ooh. Hey, look at that. That's really nice there. Nice cloth work. That's lovely. I knew there was more that we haven't seen in here. Yeah, Landmark isn't going anywhere. Basically, everything on the Forge Light engine isn't going anywhere. These are basically their flagship games going forward. Things Jamamuga. Is that Jamamuga or Yamamuga? Either way, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It is a very cool Naga fin hat. I've been wearing it for over a year on the various talk shows and other things. It is a well-respected hat in the community. Like a bunch of video archives or something in there. Man, it is really jumpy. It's having a hard time loading everything. Who's selling what? Yeah, Max and Max, that's right. The PlayStation 4 first, and I'm sure the pipeline for that is going to make it easier to get it on the 360. Once they got the production pipelines for getting Forge Light games on the consoles, H1Z1 will likely be next. And then depending on things, who knows what will be next. Maybe it'll be Landmark, maybe it'll be EQ next, maybe it'll be Sturm and Drang. Who knows? It's really hard to say. They might make another game, between now and then. So, I feel like there's still a spot that I haven't gotten into yet. Let me go back up here and see how I get in here. Oh, I see. I just go in here. Alright. Did I say 360? Yeah, whatever. I don't know. I don't really care about Xbox. I've got enough red ringed Xboxes that they're basically dead to me. Nice little hangout area. None of these are actually deep swimming pools. They're all just like nice sauna sort of things. Yeah, Desert Box, I could see that. X Circle 180, yeah. And this must be like some sort of ballroom dance floor sort of thing. HoloLens is going to be such a big piece of shit. I'm just going to say that right now. It's going to flop so hard. Not that I want it to, I know that's what's going to happen. Let's take a final look down this fancy hallway here. There we go. Nice ocean view. Very lovely. You can see a lot of the facility from the inside here too. That's quite nice. I wonder if there's a button somewhere that actually raises all of these. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Dorkish. The hack jobs people do with the technologies often end up being way better than what the developer themselves do with it. Kaituni, I was actually at the SOE office. I saw what the numbers look like for Free Realms and a few other games. This was at the Year of EverQuest event last year. I am under NDA. I cannot say what the numbers look like, but let me just say it was justified that they took the game down. The only reason why they haven't taken down PlanetSide 1 is because I'm sure the one server that it's running is like, you know, less expensive than one person's phone bill or something, so why not keep it running? It's their first... It is the first MMO FPS, and, you know, it still has a lot of amazing stuff to it, even though most people aren't going to jump into it, and they're probably PlanetSide 2. It still has a lot of amazing stuff to it. What angle do I want to get for this place? Because I think the sign's in a few places. Oh, man. Such an awesome build. Craftworks Manor. Open for the weekend. Problems with Rebellion Rapids. Alright, everybody. Alright, everybody. Alright, everybody. I could say that a few more times. But you know what? I don't need to. Song Popcorn. Yes, hot buttered popcorn. Indeed. I like the Aphex Twin cover of that tune, in fact. Very, very nice. But yeah, this is the end of the show here, everybody. Thank you all very much for coming. Alright, I was just waiting for the confirmation the pull has succeeded. So we're going to be heading over to the Evercast show, where they're going to be talking probably in quite a bit of depth and detail about the switchover from SOE, owned by Sony, to Daybreak Game Company LLC, owned by Columbus Nova investment firm. So I will see you all over there. Thank you very much for coming, and we will see you next time, probably for maybe Dead Feature Rant, maybe a live feature rant, maybe Theory Forge, but definitely another content and creations. See you then.